Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I just want to make this a quick ranting video. Okay, so this is my personal life that we're going to talk about here. It's not so personal, but it's something within the school. And to cut to the chase, I am the head of the broadcasting for our school's media department or media organization. So in my school, we have this media organization department thing called the Herald. Last year, the Herald announced that they were going to have a broadcasting department, and I obviously, me, you've seen my videos before, right? I make broadcasting stuff, and those videos are from like years ago, but you know what I did, broadcasting stuff. I like testing out graphics and shit, and that's what I like to do. Now, last year wasn't really a good year for the Herald's broadcasting because the head of the broadcasting during that time became the president of the student council in the school. So she wasn't able to balance the stuff being done in the broadcasting and the stuff being done to the school as a whole. So obviously, she kind of had to put more weight on the student council thing. So this is where did the water just stop running again? Oh my gosh. So this is where the broadcasting kind of fell apart or just stalled because the head was so busy with the student council. So yeah, I was part of the Herald, but technically, because the broadcasting was basically non-existent. And I don't blame the past administration for that. I mean, she had a lot of responsibilities, and I understand that. And honestly, as much as I wanted to do more broadcasting, I kind of didn't want to do it, but I did it anyways. I auditioned because it's something that I want to do. Now this year, after last year, this year, okay, I'm in 11th grade this year. I'm in senior high this year, and this year is supposed to be my year of coming back, locking in, and just being focused as hell. First few weeks of school, I feel like I'm fucking geeked out, and then for some reason, they made me the head of broadcasting for this Herald thing. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I get to share my ideas. But I had to find out the hard way that I cannot handle this. Maybe that's what I think, but I feel like I cannot handle this because, I'm handling a lot of people, and I feel like I'm going to let them down in some way because, yeah, I want to share my ideas, but it's not supposed to be my thing. It's supposed to be the thing of the school. It's supposed to be how I represent the school since I am the face of the broadcasting. Well, not technically the face, but we have some people in the broadcasting. I feel like I need to do something to make the school represented in a good way as possible. And being the head of something, just hearing, hey, you're gonna be the head of this or that, I'm already like, it's the opposite of, oh wow, it's oh no, because it means that I'm going to have responsibilities, and I have to admit, I don't like having responsibilities. I just like being lazy and being sluggard, and I admit that sometimes I just want to do what I do. I want to do what I do. I mean, isn't that what everyone wants to do? They just want to do what they do best. I don't want to do what I do best, and I just feel like this head of broadcasting thing for me isn't just something that I do best. I mean, I may have done a few videos, but is that really the qualification? I feel like there should be more. I mean, there's this new girl in school, she's very enthusiastic, she does news writing, and she's the head of news writing for this year's Herald, and I feel like she could do a better job than me, and I feel like she's more qualified than me. And honestly, I started to question myself, do I really deserve this position? Because honestly, I never really said yes or no to having this position myself. They just made me the head of podcasting out of nowhere. And honestly, I feel like there should have been a decision behind it before they even started it. I mean, yeah, they probably only knew me as the guy who, was the only one left for this podcasting thing, but I feel like you should have asked other people first if they could handle this or that, because I feel like I couldn't handle this. I can't handle this. But maybe it's only for this time that I'm saying that I couldn't handle this because of the intense pressure I had during the interview. It's not only the interviewers or the interviewees that's having pressure, but it's also the interviewers like me who also has pressure, because I want to ask these people actual viable questions, and I feel like a dumbass because I asked some simple question, and the questions I asked were, do you know how to follow a teleprompter? Most of them said yes, thankfully, because I myself can't follow to read a teleprompter. And another thing I asked is what got them into broadcasting. And honestly, I feel like I needed to know more of that, because if you're going to be in this broadcasting thing in the first place, you gotta know why you're here. I mean, I know why I went last year in the first place, because I wanted to do this news thing, but I didn't want to be overlooking of it. Honestly, this whole interview, I did not have questions prepared, and I was geeked out. I was geeked the fuck out, and I was just like, there's so much pressure. But I think that this feeling will only be temporary, hopefully. I feel like this feeling would only be like for right now. Maybe when we start doing actual stuff, maybe it wouldn't be a lot. But having a responsibility as big as this, and I'm in 11th grade, I'm in senior high, I'm about to do a lot of things. I'm about to do a lot of educational stuff, and the future is literally right there. And I feel like I could mess it up anytime right now. And I don't want to do that. I'm literally questioning myself. Am I really qualified for this? Should I resign? If resigning is even possible, or should I just leave the whole thing, like how the president did last year? If I'm going to resign, I feel like I feel like I should resign. I feel like there should be a way to drop your position. Not what they did last year, where they just left us just because they had another responsibility. There should have been at least a warning, or a foreshadowing, I guess. Well, there was a foreshadowing, but there was no warning, or they didn't say anything. They didn't announce anything. They just stopped doing something. So I feel like I want to announce myself. I want to acknowledge that I'm leaving because I can't handle this, and that someone better will be handling it. But right now, as much as I am considering resigning, if that's even possible, I know that I can do this. Maybe it's just the sudden pressure that's gotten into me, and I feel like I could do better than what I'm doing. Maybe I just don't have the will, which is why I'm not making a way. I just don't have the will to do so. And as I said, I'm lazy as fuck. I'm a sluggard, and maybe I will eventually do this whole thing if it means sacrificing my time, if it means sacrificing my money, if it means anything. Am I really? Is this really from me? Honestly, I don't know. I take those words back. Right now, the way I can see it, it's pressuring. And right now, the way I see it is, I don't think I'm qualified. I feel like there should have been someone better to get the position. Honestly, I like the answers of the people who applied, and I never really knew, or I never really wondered that I'd be the head of this podcasting thing at our schools. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.